ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरुं श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवं च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणशिरघुनाथं वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं राधा कृष्ण पदं सगन ललितां श्री विशाखामितं च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्ते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषावानुसुत देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभैव च पतितानं पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमती भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नीलाचल निवास नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां जगन्नाथाय ते नमः, जगन्नाथाय ते नमः, जगन्नाथाय ते नमः. So today is very auspicious August celebration of Snana Yatra, the bathing festival of Lord. It is also called as Devasnana Punnima. So this day is very sacred festivals where the Lord Jagannath, Baladeva and Subhadra with Darshan, they have a very elaborate lavish bathing. This day is actually on this very auspicious day, the King Indradumna installed the Jagannath, Baladeva, Subhadra, and on that ceremony he did a Jala Abhishekam. So Jala Abhishekam. So to commemorate that very important and significant events, so every year we are celebrating this Snana Yatra, that is called Bathing Festival of the Lord. So this Bathing Festival of Lord is actually is done, is like a birthday of Jagannath Mahaprabhu, Lord Jagannath. So because Lord Krishna appeared in Ashtami, Janmashtami, Ashada Masa Shukla Paksha Ashtami, but Jagannatha appeared on this very Snana Jatra and Punnima day. This is Jeshta Punnima, on the Jeshta Punnima day. He appeared, or it is his appearance, wooden deity, as a wooden deity, wooden form he appeared. Same Lord is manifested in wooden form on this very day. Therefore, it is celebrated as Snana Jatra. So the story is like this, that the origin of, in order to know the more details about these things, so the origin of the Jagannath is very mystery. The history is very mysterious. When Lord Krishna, as we know that Lord Krishna has enacted all his transcendental pastime on the pastoral ground of Vrindavan and other forest, it is very transcendental things. Then he left in 11 years, 2 months, he left to Mathura. And Mathura, after killing Kansa, and he left also the Mathura after, fighting with Jarasandha so many 17 times like this. He left to Dwaraka. And he was staying with Dwaraka. He married 108 queen. And he was in Dwaraka, very opulent, everything lavish. Every queen has got the palatial building. So, but Krishna used to, while he was in Dwaraka, so one time Narada Muni came to visit. And Narada Muni was asking his queen how Krishna is there, how dealing like, just like that, formality, how is your husband like. So one thing they wanted to ask Narada Muni, that Krishna is sleeping as, although he is surrounded by all these queens and all of us taking care very, sincerely, seriously, diligently. But he seems like not pleased. He's always in the middle of the night. He wakes up and he tells Radha, 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 Gopi, Gopi, Gopi. So they could not understand this. So Narad Muni sent them to ask the Rohini Mataji, because during these pastimes of Vrindavan Lila, the Josodamaya Nanda Maharaj in Vrindavan, Gokul and all the things, Mahavan. So the Rohini Mataji also there. So that time Rohini Mataji was there in Dwarika. So she knew all the pastime. So they approached to Rohini Mataji to know the root cause analysis of this. Why Krishna is very in the middle of the night. It was very feel like he was missing something. And who are these gopis? What was the pastime? So much so that the Supreme Lord always remembering them. Despite he is everything. He is the 108 queen, 16,108 queen surrounded, but still is like his discontent. What is the cause of discontentment? So Rohini Mataji, they approached and they requested Rohini Mataji to tell the pastime of the Lord in Vrindavan. This very sweet and nectarian pastime. So Rohini Mataji started, speaking, but he has a condition. She has a condition that the Krishna Balaram should not come to this place where we are, where the discussion, where the story, the narration of Krishna pastime is going on, because it will obstruct the flow, obstruct the continuation. So therefore, the Subhadra, who is the sister of the Lord, very dear sister, so she was appointed as a guard at the door, not to allow Krishna and Balaram. So then Rohini Mataji started speaking this nectarian transcendental pastime on the pastoral ground of Krishna, right from this Gopal, from Gokul Lila to Govardhan Lila, and all the pastimes, so many sweet nectarian pastime with gopis. So as the nectarian narration of Krishna going on, Krishna and Balaram overheard this, and they came. Where is this Krishna? Because Krishna, wherever Krishna says that, Naham, just like Narada Muni one time met Krishna, and Narada Muni was asking about Krishna, where is your whereabout? Where is your visiting card? Krishna said, Narada Muni said, I know, you are in Vaikuntha, but Krishna rejected. I am not in Vaikuntha. Naham tishtami Vaikunthe. Then Narada Muni immediately gave a second option. You must be in the yogi, because they are dhyana vasishta tadgatena manasa pashyantiyam yogina. So yogis, they are always meditating on you as a super soul. So Krishna said, no, yoginam, naham tishtami vaikunthe, yoginam huday subha. I am not also either, neither I am in the heart of the yogi. So where are you then? Tatra tishtami narada jatra gayanti madhabhakta. So Krishna say, I am there wherever my devotees is discussing, hearing and chanting my glories. Gayati. So here Rohini Mataji along with 16,100 queen, the discussion of Krishna Katha going on. So Krishna cannot stay. So he has to come. He has to come to Rasingli to hear his own Katha. Because Hari Katha attracts Hari. Hari Katha attracts Hari. Therefore it is said that Sadasebhya Bhagavatam Katha iti Yes Ravana Matrena Hari Chitam Samshrayat. So Hari Katha attracts Hari. So it is stated that this one, wherever there is the topics of Krishna is going on, that time, Krishna comes and, sit in our heart. So Krishna came, Krishna Balaram, and they saw that at the doorstep Subhadra is there. And all of them, they were also hearing this narration of Krishna Balaram, the pastime of Vrindavan, when Rohini Mataji was speaking to all this group. All of them so much ecstatic. This because Krishna Katha is punyam. Krishna Katha is so ecstatic, so nectarian, so fresh, that it made you in ecstatic mood. So then Jagannatha, the Krishna and Balaram and Subhadra, after hearing, they become in a very ecstatic mood and feeling the separation, just like nostalgic feeling. You feel separation when you hear about your school story, college story, your old love story. So you feel very separation, feeling very separation, very nostalgic moment. And that nostalgic moment of Jagannatha feeling separation from that nostalgic moment of Krishna Balaram, and feeling the separation of the past time, separation from his gopis, from Jasoda, Nanda Maharaj, that bhava is called Mahabhava or Vipralamba Bhava. And that bhava, that form is called Jagannatha form, where their eyes become so big and their limbs become, withdrawn by ecstatic feeling. These are symptoms of ecstatic. There's so much feeling ecstatic. Wow. They're feeling so much of separation, ecstatic separation, bliss. Everything is there. That is called vipralamba bhava. That is called kind of mahabhava. And this combination of this, actually it is a combination of all this bhava. First of all, they are feeling very separation. They are also blissful. And they are the king of Dwaraka, Aishwarya bhava. So it's a combination of Aishwarya bhava, vipralamba bhava, and madhurya bhava. Because this narration of love story is very madhurya, very sweet. So Jagannath is the form of the combination of madhurya, Aishwarya, and sweet. Vipralamba bhava. The three mood, three bhava, three sentiment together, this becomes Jagannath with big eyes. He's so much big eyes, he's so much astounding, so much ecstatic by hearing the narration of the Lord. That is called Jagannatha form. So Jagannatha form that is the form. He is Aishwarya bhava because he is the king, plus by hearing he become put into a Vipralamba bhava. And also it's a nectarian, so he's feeling so ecstatic. It becomes the combination of all three. That is Jagannath. That is Jagannath. That combination of three bhava makes the form of the Jagannath. All the hands, legs, everything become withdrawn, shrinked inside. Eyes become dilated like beak. That is called Vipralamba. That is called the Mahabhava. And Narada Muni happened to be passed by seeing the Lord of such a wonderful, ecstatic form. Then he immediately asked a benediction. So what do you want, Narad? I want you should manifest this form in this upcoming age, so that everybody will get the benefit by seeing you. Darsanat bhavet mukti. So then he told Tathastu, let it be so. Then Jagannatha, Krishna manifested this form of Jagannatha to Satyajuga, Indradumna Maharaj. There was a pious king called Indradumna Maharaj. So he was very pious and he wanted to see the Lord in the naked eyes. So he sent everybody that please find out. So then Lord has promised to Narada manifested as Nīla-Madhava. He was worshipped in a forest. This is called Nilacala. Nila means blue mountain. Previously this Jagannath Puri was called Blue Mountain. All this surrounded by mountain. So he was there and very hidden, Gupta, very secretly worshipped by a tribal chief called Vishwavasu. Then when the king sent everyone to find out the Lord, I want to see in my naked eye the Supreme Lord. So there is a priest called Vidyapati, Brahmana priest. And he somehow find out this place. And he informed the king. And king came. But by that time king came, all the Lord disappeared. So king was very sad, very morose. Then there was the foretelling from the sky that I will come as a log floating at the seashore of Puri. You go there and you go and crave my deity. I will be manifesting in the deity as a Sakshat avatar. So as per the instruction of the Lord, Indradumna went there and surprisingly found the logs as per the instruction. And that log is so heavy, it was carried very heavy. Nobody can crave it actually, crave out to make a deity. Then Vishwakarma came himself and he did it. And there was a story also how it was unfinished actually. Actually it was not unfinished. It was actually the promise to Narada Muni that I will manifest in this form. So this Jagannath form is not an unfinished form. That how this Indradumna Maharaj untimely opened the door and the Vishwakarma left without finishing. That is not actually fair. That is called a pastime. Actually, it was promised to Narada, I will accept this wonderful unique form. That's why Lord appeared in such as if there is no hand, no leg, eyes are very big. So all this manifestation is already mentioned in Skanda Purana, very authoritative Purana, that already Lord has promised to Narada Muni that I will appear in this form to Indradumna Maharaj. Then Indradumna Maharaj installed the deity and did a Abhishekam. That is called Snana Yatra. That day is called Snana Yatra, Jala Abhishekam, with water, scented water, he was pouring, he was bathing the Lord with installation time, during the installation ceremony. So therefore it is called the Snana Yatra. Snana Yatra, therefore it is called the birthday of Lord Jagannatha, or manifestation and appearance of the Lord in the form of the wood. Daru Vigraha of Jagannath. So now this is the significance of the Snana Yatra. And now we can move to the glories of Jagannatha. In glories of Jagannatha, we have to refer to Jagannathastakam, which is composed by Shankaracharya, and it was spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there during this Snana Yatra also, he was very happy to see the Lord in Snana Yatra. But as soon as Snana Yatra finished and Lord retired, actually in Snana Yatra what happened, Lord has been bathed in the 108 pots of water. And particular well, it was closed for throughout the year. Only once in a year on this festival, that well is open, and this Panda, particularly special, not Panda, the special servitors, they are from the descendant of Vishwavasu, the first tribal devotee who was worshipping Nila-Madhava. So from they are called Daitas. So Daitas, they render the service. They bring the waters from that particular well and pour the water, bathe the Lord. And with a lavish bathing, what happened? Lord apparently falls sick. When Lord apparently falls sick, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very, very displeased, very unhappy, because he could not see the Lord. Actually, Lord apparently sick feel, and all this Snana Yatra is significant is that Lord bathing and our bathing is different. Lord is enacting this pastime to give us opportunity to serve Him. Because our bathing has no meaning, but Lord bathing, after seeing the Lord bathing, or if we bathe the Lord, what will happen? All our sins which has been accumulated since time immemorial, it will wash away. That is the significance of Snana Yatra. That is significant. That is the significance of. And second significance is that Lord gives us the opportunity to serve, so that we will intensify, we will strengthen, we will accelerate our love of God for Him. It's an intimate relationship, just like serving somebody, very intimate. See, when Lord is all right, He was served by the Brahmanas and priests. When Lord is not all right, sick, He is served by the Daitas, those who are very intimately related. Just like when we are sick, we are served by our very close people like mother, brother, father, like this. But when we are all right, we are with friends. Fine, friend can also serve you. But so this is what intimacy. Lord is showing His intimacy. This service of Snana Yatra, Anavas, then after that Lord is falling sick and retired for 2 weeks in a very private chamber called Anasara or Anavasara. And during that period, Lord was being treated because He was caught cold and fever, just like we caught and cold. But actually it is not understood that Lord is caught in cold. Lord caught the cold and fever. No. Because Lord said in Bhagavad Gita that Atma Mayaya, I come as my transcendental body. So how the transcendental body can cause fever and Lord? These are the pastime of the Lord to give a opportunity for us to serve Him. Therefore, Jagannathstakam, it is said that mahāmbhodhes tīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare vasan prāsādāntah sahaja-balabhadren balinā subhadrā-madhya-sthah sakala-sura-sevāvasara-do. Seva avasara means giving opportunity. You have enacted this, you have appeared the form of Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra, wooden form, and deity form of Jagannath Baladeva Subhadra, and you have given opportunity for everyone to serve you by so many different rituals, different festivals. Because Lord Jagannath has so many festivals, 12 month, 13 festivals. So many festivals. So therefore, this is the whole idea of Ratha Yatra, Snana Yatra, so that we will have an intimate relationship by serving Him or bathing Him. Also by bathing the Lord, all our sins will wash away. Just by seeing also. So Lord appearance as a Jagannatha is a very merciful manifestation of Krishna. Because Krishna says Sarva Dharman Parityāga. He has got some condition. very lofty. Worshipping Krishna is lofty, but worshipping Jagannath is very easy, very simple, very sublime. Lord has no such restriction. Lord is called Patita Pavana. Patita means fallen, Pavana means deliver. So whole Jagannath temple from top to down is everything about Patita. From the top, Lord is floating. Floating his flag called Patita Pavana flag. In the middle, Lord is there in the Ratna Singgasana as a Patita Pavana Lord Jagannath to deliver the fallen. And just at the entrance of the Singadwara, entrance of the temple called Singadwara, it is called Lion Gate. So Lord is manifested as a Patita Pavana. So from top, middle, bottom, everything is covered by Jagannath as Patita Pavana. His Ratha Yatra, the significant festival, the chariot festival of the Lord, called also Patita Pavana, because he comes out from the sanctum and sanctum to parade on the chariot with his magnificent splendor, just to shower his unlimited mercy without any restriction, without any spiritual material status. Anybody can see. Rathitu Bhamanam Dusta Punarjanmana Labhyate. So anybody can see the Lord on the chariot. He will embark on the path of liberation. That is how much he can give the liberation. How much is so merciful. Kamba Dayalum Saranam Rajema. How can one be so merciful than Lord Jagannath? He's so merciful, Jagannath. Simply by the process. So this is all his pastime. Prabhupada said that Ananda Chinmaya Rasapati Tavistavi Taviro Eva Nijarupataya Kalavi. Go Taviro Eva Nijarupataya Kalavi. Goloka Ivani Vasati Akhilatma Bhuta. So Goloka Ivani, although he is Goloka, but he is manifesting, descending, expanding his ecstatic enjoyment with devotee. These are not just manifestations. The Jagannath Puri is the manifestation of Vaikuntha. It's a Vaikuntha and the Martaloka. Vrindavan is called Bahuma Vrindavan. Same Vrindavan, Lord descends, manifest. These are the very confidential things Shastra has elaborately speaking and proclaiming that this is what the significance of Snana Yatra. Then after the 15 days of the treatment from the Daitapatis, and he was administered some medicine, seemingly some medicine, and he get cured, and immediately he came out to parade on the chariot. And that festival is very famous all over the world, from Bombay to Boston, Calcutta to California, particularly by Srila Prabhupada, and who has propagated, because Lord wanted to extend his jurisdiction through his devotee, through my devotee. Krishna says my devotee. So through his devotee, he has expanded his mercy through Srila Prabhupada. In 1965, he started 66 or 65. He started this 65. He started this first Rath Yatra outside India, that is in San Francisco. So Lord, now the Rath Yatra ceremony has been celebrated everywhere in the world, major cities, and in this way, everybody is getting benefited by this transcendental pastime of the Lord. So therefore, Lord is always merciful, always. So much merciful that even the demon also, like Putana, they got liberated. Not only liberated, got the status of mother. Demon like Aghasur, so many. So with these notes, we will now speak about something about Jagannath, glories of Jagannatha through Jagannathastakam. Jagannathastakam is the 8 verses glorifying Jagannath. It was composed by Shankaracharya and spoken by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also uttered this. It is said that Jagannathastakam punyam jo patate prasasuchi sarva papa visuddhatma vishnukam sagatasi iti Sri Gauramukha Padma Benirgatam Jagannathastakam Sampanam. So this Jagannatha, 8 verses of Jagannath, glorifying Jagannath, is actually uttered by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes this Gaudiya Vaishnava claim that it is also composed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because Shankaracharya was impersonalist. Jagannathastakam is personal description of the personal form, name, qualities, everything. So therefore they claim it was composed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Not only uttered, it is composed. And whosoever reciting daily, all this sinful reaction will be Visuddhatma, means will be cleansed, and he will go back to Vaikuntha. That was the falashruti or benefit of reciting Jagannathastakam. So on this very notes, important note, let us start Jagannathastakam. So Jagannathastakam, these first verses, let me share the screen. So Jagannathastakam, in the first one is, I have the Jagannathastakam word by word. Also I have, so we can see also in this KK song, that would be more good. So in KK song it is said that Kadachit Kalinditata Vipina Sangita Karavo Mudaviri Nari Badana Kamaraswada Madhuparama Sambhu Brahmarapati Ganesarchita Pada Jagannath Svami nayana-patha-gāmī. So Kadachit Kalinditata Vipina. That means, actually we have a word for word meaning also. Sometimes, Kadachit means sometime. In great happiness, Lord Jagannatha makes a loud concert with his flute in the groups on the bank of Jamuna. Kalinditata means Jamuna. He is like a bumblebee tasting the beautiful lotus-like faces of cowherd themselves of Braja. And the great personalities such as Lakshmi, Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Ganesha worship his lotus feet. May that Jagannatha Svami be the object of my vision. So here it is that Kadachit means sometimes, because Krishna is appearing as a Jagannath. But in Dwapara Yuga, Krishna was in doing all these pastimes in the bank of Jamuna. Jamuna tīre vanachari. We always sing Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari Jamuna Tata Vanachari. So here it is said that sometimes with great happiness in the bank of river you play the flute. You play the flute. So you makes a loud concert with this flute. What happened? To attract the gopis. Because the flute is so sweet. Lord, when Lord particularly plays this flute, is so sweet, it captivated even Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva left Parvati, left Kailash, he came and joined, and he became Gopeshwara Mahadev. It's so sweet. So Lord was here making flute, singing the flute, playing the flute, and attracting this all the damsel, the girls of Braja or Vrindavan. It looks like an ordinary, it looks like first two line, looks like an ordinary boy in a college is having a guitar in the hand, playing the guitar and captivating, floating, attracting with the girls. That is actually the fact. Many people also take it like this. Krishna is ordinary. Why is playing with so many gopis, other women like this? Parakya, other women, adultery. Sometimes they accuse. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna also say in 9th chapter is a confidential knowledge. I was giving yesterday in the class, 9th chapter confidential knowledge. Krishna was beginning that he is telling this bhakti is very confidential, most confidential knowledge, and it is the king of all education, and it is the very secret of all secret, king of all secret. And in this way is glorifying. After that he was speaking about his yoga-ishcharyam, that Maya dakhyasana prakriti swatesya characharam hetunanena konteya jagata viparivartate. All this material nature is conducted by me. I am the creator, I am the maintainer, janmadasya jataha. I am the destroyer. So Krishna is explaining in 9:11, he is explaining that many people, they do not surrender me. Why? Avajananti mama mudha manusim tanu asritam ajananta param varva mama uttamaishwara. They do not know my transcendental dominion. They do not know my yoga-ishcharyam, transcendental opulence. They think that I am ordinary. Manusim stanu asritam. Because I have come as a human form, they think that what is this? Many people are thinking that why Krishna is making a flute and captivating, floating with this girls of damsels of Braja. So here in these two lines looks like it is ordinary activity. But next two line, when it is say that Ramasambhu Brahmarapati Ganesarchita Pada Jagannath Svami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. He is not ordinary person. Please hold on. Go to next two line of the composer. He is telling that personality, that person who is making a sound in flute, or who is playing a flute and attracting and captivating, floating with the gopis. He is not an ordinary person. Who is he then? What is his identity? That person is so great that Lakshmi, The great personality, towering personality like Lakshmi, Lord Shiva, Brahma, Indra, Ganesha worship his feet. End up all the things, end up all the nonsense argument. What is this nonsense? First of all, you know who is this personality. That personality is supreme personality of Godhead, where the Brahma, Lord Shiva, Indra, Ganesha, Brahma, all these people are Chittapadam, worshipping the Supreme Lord Jagannatha. He is the Lord of the universe. Jagannatha means Lord of the universe. Jagat means universe. Nath means Lord. He is the master of the universe. He is not ordinary. That is the meaning of this particular first verses, glorifying the Lord. That Lakshmi is such a great personality. Lord Shiva, Brahma Viranchinutan, Brahma Rudrendra Bandyam, Brahma Rudrendra Bandyam, Brahma Viranchinutam. All this Brahma Viranchi means Brahma, Lord Shiva. Everybody pray. Many people say that the identity of Jagannath, everybody is God. Everybody think, no, not everybody is God. Krishna is God. Brahma say, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Nadiri Adiri Govindaya Sarva Karana Karana. This is Brahma telling that I am Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Nadiri Adiri Govindaya Sarva. You are the cause of all cause. You are the supreme controller. Lord Shiva say, what Lord Shiva is saying? Yes. Lord Shiva is saying, Ye Paramaramhansa Sakya Triguna Jivasam Gitar Bhagavantam Vasudevam. This boy who is playing the flute is not ordinary. Who is this? Bhagavantam Vasudevam Prapanna Sapriyohime. He's Bhagavantam Vasudevam, his Supreme Lord. See, people have no idea who his God is. Lord Shiva continued, any person who is surrendered to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, he is the Bhagavantam, he is the Supreme Lord, the controller of everything, material nature as well as living entities, actually very dear to me. Lord Shiva himself telling, don't say I am the Supreme Controller. Better you worship, we surrender to Supreme Lord. If anybody surrender, he is very dear to me. That is real Shivites. So Lord Shiva is claiming he is Supreme Lord. Then what about Brahma, Indra? Indra is speaking like this because Indra sometimes transgress all the thing. He always think that Krishna is ordinary, like Govardhan Hill. When he was being stopped, when the community, Braja community, they stopped worshipping Indra. Then Indra made a very torrential rain to devastate the Braj. He could not recognize this Supreme Lord. So what Brahma is speaking, very nicely Brahma is speaking here. So Lord Indra is speaking. You are the father, spiritual master of this entire universe. So is supreme controller. You are the insurmountable time, imposing punishment upon the sinful for their own benefit. Indeed, you are various incarnations selected by your own free will. You act decisively to remove the false pride of those who presume themselves the master of the world. So this was after this all the incident of Govardhan Lila. So Lord Indra, the King Indra, he realized and he is speaking like this. That is Indra is speaking. What about other demigods? There are Varunas, there are other demigods. What they are speaking about that? Let us know about what others also speaking. And sometimes Durga Devi also there. Sometimes they say that Durga is the highest, Durga is the main thing, Sakti. Those who are worshipper of Shakti, they say that Durga is the topmost supreme. Okay. Brahma Samhita it is that Srishti Sthiti Palaya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chhaye Vajasya Bhuvanani Vivarti Durga Ichhana Rupam Apijasya Sachestata Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Badami. So here it is said that Durga is nothing but a servant. External potency Maya, who is the nature of shadows, Chit potency is worshipped by people as Durga, the creating, preserving, destroying agency of the modern mundane world. I adore. See, they are all. I adore the Primable Lord Govinda in accordance with whose will Durga conducts also. Durga is order carrier. Durga is order carrier, is the agency of the Lord for creation, maintenance and destruction. So Durga is not the head. Here it is said that it is shadow who is carrying the order of Krishna in the task, in accomplishing the task of creation, uh, maintenance and destruction, creating, preserving and destroying. So Durga Devi also not there. Then who else? Let's go to any other. Brahma also it is stated in Brahma Samhita that just like a milk is transformed into curd by the action of acidity, but yet the effect curd is neither same is not different from its cause. Milk. So I added the primeval of Govinda, primeval Lord Govinda, of whom the state of Sambhu is a transformation of the performance of the work of destruction. Here also say that Lord Shiva is not the highest. It is the transformation of Vishnu for the particular purpose. Then let's say about Ganesh. Many people are praying the Ganesh and they say that Ganesh is Vigna Vinasana. So he may be the Supreme Lord because he removed the obstacles. So here it is said that Yatapada Pallava Jugam Vinindaya Kumbha Dande Pranama Samayasa Ganadhiraja Vignan Vinantu Alamasya Jagatatrayasa Govindamadi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. So here it is said that I adore female Lord Govinda, whose lotus feet are always held by Ganesh upon the pair of two muli, protruding from the elephant head in order to obtain power of his function of destroying all obstacles in the path of progress of the three worlds. So Vigna Vinasana means removing the all obstacles or destroying all obstacles. Then he got the power. Ganesh is getting the power from whom? From Govinda. So every demigods, they himself saying, and all or Brahma or some top people are saying Krishna is top. Govindam Adi Purusam Tamam. He is Adi Purusha. He is Adi Purusha. Just like Kunti Devi is praying Namasya Purusam Todya. There are so many Purusha, but what is the significance of Krishna? What is the importance of Krishna? Adi Purusha. Tvadyam. Prakate Param. Ishwaram Prakate Param. Alakhyam Sarvabhutanam Antarbahir Avastitam. So therefore, here it is said that Ramasambhu Brahmarapati Ganeshartita, all Indra, Ganesh, everybody. There is a beautiful verses also in this regard. This is my favorite verse, this one. Sutta Goswami saying that Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta Stunmanti Divyasavai Vedai Sangopanesadar Gayanti Yam Samaga Dhyana Vasishta Tadgatena Manasa Paschanti Yam Jogina Jasyantana Vidusura Saragana Deve Tasmai Namaha. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Maruta. All this Brahma, Varunendra, they are praying to Lord. Unto the personality whom Brahma, Varuna, Indra, Rudra, Maruta praise, chanting the transcendental hymn, reciting Veda with all corollary. See? That is Supreme Lord. Therefore, the boy in the first verse of Jagannathastakam, that person who is playing flute and captivating, floating and attracting the gopis, the girls of Braja, the damsel of Braja, he is not an ordinary person, he is Supreme Lord. He is Supreme Lord, and it is Ananda Chinmaya Rasa, his extend the ecstatic. Enjoyment means variety. He himself come extend the ecstatic enjoyment for him. And also give pleasure to the devotee. Gopis are all devotees. That's the whole idea of coming. He is not ordinary person like a loafer. He is captivating, floating with girls. No, Supreme Lord. And on this regard, one may say that why he is doing all these things is kind of adultery. No, everything belongs to Krishna. Everything property of Krishna. Sarvasya prabhava. Isavasya midam sarva. Everything belongs to him. Just in my house, everything belongs to him. I can play with my computer, I can play with my TV, I can do anything. I can shift this place to that place. I am the owner. So Krishna is the proprietor. Everything belongs to him. So why not? Actually, he is only Purusha, enjoyer. We are all to be enjoyed. Ekelo Krishna arasava vritya. Krishna is only master, we all are servant. Servant are meant to serve the master, please the master. Therefore, there is no unjust on this statement, on this brilliant statement, on this particular quote, particular verse. So much justified. If there is somebody who is really enjoyer, the Krishna, supreme enjoyer. We are all immediate enjoyer. Therefore we are suffering. We are imitating the God. I am the enjoyer. Why Krishna can play with so many girls? Krishna can play with so many, but we cannot play. He is supreme enjoyer. And only one enjoyer. We are all to be enjoyed by him. But when we are imitating Krishna, we are doomed to. Just like a traffic. A traffic is meant for those who are in vehicles, not those who are flying, not for the aeroplane. Nice, sumptuous prasadam or food is meant for those who are healthy, not for those who are in hospitalized. We are all hospitalized, conditioned soul. If we eat that one, just like Prabhupada says that a jaundice patient, the paratha is death. If he takes paratha, solid food, he will die. Therefore, when we are jaundice, typhoid, I think, typhoid, yeah. So those who are suffering from typhoid is eating some solid food, he will die. Those who are healthy for him. So Krishna is not conditioned. Prakate param, Ishwaram prakate param. He is not under this law. Just like aeroplane is not meant for the traffic light. He is beyond the traffic light rules and regulations. So try to understand in a different angle. The first verse itself, we can speak of one class, a whole class. So there is another beautiful verses where Rukmini Devi is speaking in his love letter, first love letter of the world sent by Rukmini to Lord Krishna, by hearing his glory. So therefore hearing is so important. We get attracted to Lord by hearing about him. And also Hari, Krishna also loves him because Hari Katha attracts Hari. These beautiful verses, I forget that, where is this verses? There is very nice verses in this 10th canto. Yes, in very nice verses. Kava katvam mukunda mahati kulasila rupa vidya vayadravina davamir atmatulyam dhira patim kulapati navinnita kanya kale nisimha naralokamana viramam. Beautiful verses. Oh Mukunda, you are equal only to yourself in the lineage, character, beauty, knowledge, youthfulness, wealth and influence. O lion among men, you delight the minds of all mankind. What aristocratic, sober-minded, marriageable girl of a good family would not choose you as their husband when proper time has come? In another places also told, I forget these verses, in this 1052, Rukmini Devi is telling that actually you are the husband of everyone. So-called husband, they cannot protect you. What is the use of the so-called husband? Sometimes they say that, oh, Krishna is adultery. And Krishna is actually the husband of everyone. He is the protector, supreme protector, only protector actually. He is protecting what we are protecting. Krishna says, all your power comes from me. Rasam sarva, what he said in the Bhagavad Gita. So all so-called power, you are thinking that I am protecting my wife. But Krishna says that, Rasam apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sasisurya pranava sarvabhetesu sabdeke porusam nishu. The porusam nishu means what? Ability in a man. The ability to protect your wife is coming from Krishna. Therefore, he is the supreme protector, he is the supreme husband, he is the husband of everyone. This is Rukmini Devi speaking. I forgot these verses. In this one, if you go search, we can find out. You are the husband of everyone. Therefore, there is nothing wrong. Kadachit kalindita vipina sangita karava mudaviri nari badana kamala sadamadupa ramasambhu brahmarapati ganesarchita pada Jagannatha Svami nayana-patha-gāmī. Sometimes at the bank of Jamuna, you are playing flute and captivating the damsel and enjoying with them. And that Lord is not ordinary, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose great personality, towering personality, prominent personality, eminent personality like Lakshmi, Brahma, Shiva, Indra, all these things, Archita Pada, they worship you. And that Jagannatha, that Supreme Lord, Lord of the universe, Jagannatha, be the constant object of my vision. Jagannatha Svami, nayana-patha means pathway of the eyes. So you be the pathway of my eyes. That means you be the vision of my eyes. That is the meaning of it. Then we can go to the second verse. The second verse says that Vijasebhyam Sirasi Siki Pucham Katikate Dukkulam Netandra Sachara Katakyam Vidadati Sada Srimad Vundavana Vasati Parichoy Jagannath Swami nayana-patha-gāmī. Bhujasebhya means left hand is holding Venu, the flute. Sirasi Siki Pucham, he has got the peacock feather. So he is describing the Krishna's form in Vrindavan. So because identification has to be given now, otherwise they say we Jagannath. Sometimes they say Jagannath is Bhairav, Jagannath is Ganesh, Jagannath is Durga, Jagannath is Shiv, this, that. This is not good. This is not pasandi. To equate the Jagannath with anybody else is other than his Vishnu Tattva like Krishna and his Supreme Lord. Only Vishnu Tattva is equate to him. Not any other demigods. Let it be a big demigods, but cannot be. Therefore, it is stated in these beautiful verses, those who are trying to equate, they are pasandis. They are pasandis. Yastu Narayana Devam Brahma Rudradipadayvate san samattenaiva vikhyata sa pasandi bhavedrbam. So they are telling the person, a person who considered demigod like Brahma, Shiva to be on equal level with Narayana is to be considered an offender or pasandi. So they say that Krishna is Jagannath is like Bhairava. This Saivite, they say that he is Bhairava. The Shakti, they say that he is the Shakti. The impersonality, they say that is a Brahma, impersonal Brahman. So everybody claiming. The Buddhas, they also claim. The Jainas, they claim. Everybody coming and claiming he is my Lord. But his real identification is revealed in this Jagannathastakam. He is Krishna, the Supreme, Sarva Karana Karana. He is not the incarnation of Krishna. He is Krishna himself. Kadachiti kalinditata vipina. Bhujasavyam venum sirasi. He is Krishna himself. Manifesting. He is not incarnation. He is a manifestation. So he is Krishna himself. So we can go to the second verses. It is said that Bhujaseva, in his left hand Lord Jagannatha holds a flute. On his head he wears a peak of feather. This is also Brahmaji, same thing say. Barha pidambatam. Same thing also spoken by so many places. That and his hips he wears a fine yellow silken cloth. From the corner of his eyes he bestows sidelong glance upon his loving devotee. And he always reveals himself through the pastime in the divine abode of Vrindavan. May that Jagannath Svami be the object of my vision. So here it is the reciprocation of the devotee. So he always reciprocating with devotee. Therefore, the beautiful verses in this regard. So whole idea of his Vrindavan pastime is for this purpose. Anugrahaya bhaktanam manusam dehmastitah bhadate tadrish krida yat srutva tatpara bhavet. When the Lord assumes a human-like body to show the mercy to his devotee, he engages in such a pastime as will attract those who hear about them to become dedicated to him. So all his pastime to anugrahaya bhaktanam, paritranaya sadhunam, only for give ecstatic enjoyment to his devotee, for his devotee to bestow his mercy to devotee. That is whole idea of this pastime, Vrindavan pastime. So it is second verse, it says, Bhujasavyam, you are appearing and enacting all the pastime for the devotee, reciprocate with devotees. Always you are looking at your devotee, very favorably disposed, favorably looking at devotee. Krishna says, I do not know anybody. There's a before we go to this verse, we can go to another verse. Brahmaji is speaking. Very nice verse. No, this one is the very nice verses. Brahmaji speaking. Why Krishna enacting? Prapancham nisprapanchapi vedham vayasi bhutale prapanna janatananda sodham pratitham pavu. So here Krishna says that Brahmaji is speaking, my dear master, although you have nothing to do with material existence, you come to this earth and imitate material life just to expand the varieties of ecstatic enjoyment for your surrendered devotee. So whole Vrindavan pastime is a reciprocation of his surrendered devotee. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Patita Vistavi. This Ananda Chinmaya Rasa is stated here. No, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa is somewhere. (532) Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Patita Vistavi Tavira Epanijurupataya Kalavi Golokai Vanivasati Akhilatma Bhutam. Ananda Chinmaya Rasa. So his own ecstatic enjoyment also he counts. Ananda Chinmaya means varieties. The material is variety, we cannot enjoy here. But the spiritual variety is there, the spiritual variety. Because variety is the mother of enjoyment. So Krishna wanted to enjoy, so varieties. He expanded himself, all these pastimes. Just like Krishna himself expanding himself as the gopis, cowherd boys, calves, cows, tree in Vrindavan. So that he can enjoy. That is the whole idea. Radha also is the expansion of Krishna. Radha Krishna Pranaya Virakti Haladini Sakti. So this is all his ecstatic enjoyment. Also in the same time he giving pleasure to all his devotees. Therefore he say that in the 9th canto, 68 verses, Sadhavudame Mahyam Sadhunam Hudame Toham Madhavanyat Tena Janati Naham Tebhyamanagapi. So devotee are in my heart, I am in their heart. I don't know anything, nobody. They also do not. So here Krishna telling, here in these beautiful verses is spoken about this pastime, loving devotee. He is giving a glances upon the sidelong glances to loving devotee. He bestows sidelong glance. And Krishna's sidelong glances are full of merciful. And he reveals himself through his pastime in a divine hour. He revealing himself that how the ecstatic enjoyment, the bhakti, supremacy of the bhakti. This enjoyment is so good. So all his pastime, his himself revealing his own identity at Govindam Adipurusam Tamaham Madan. That Jagannath will be the object of my page. So the third verses is that what is that? Mahāmbhodhes tīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare vasan prāsādāntah sahaja-balabhadren balinā subhadrā-madhya-sthah sakala-sura-sevāvasara-do Jagannathah Svami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. On the shore of great ocean, mahāmbhodhes means mahāmbhodha means maha, ambhodha means ocean. Mahāmbhodhes tīre kanaka-rucire nīla-śikhare, within a large palace atop a billion golden Nilacala Hill, Lord Jagannatha resides with his powerful brother Balabhadra and his sister Subhadra, who sits between them. May that Jagannatha Svami, who bestows the opportunity for devotional service upon all godly souls, be the object of my life. This is here Krishna, that's Krishna who was in Vrindavan playing the flute and attracting these gopis. That Supreme Lord who is always revealing his pastimes through the Vrindavan pastime and always bestow sidelong glance to his devotees, is merciful to his devotee. That personality, that Supreme Lord, he is manifesting. Same Supreme Lord is manifesting as Lord Jagannatha. Where? In Nilacala Dham, Puri Dham. Alone? No, not alone. Along with brother. Powerful Balabhadren balinā. Balabhadra, Bala means strength, Bhadra means auspicious. Subhadra means sarvesam bhadra daini iti Subhadra. Jaye Subhadra tvam sarvesam bhadra daini. Subhadra means all auspicious. He is all auspicious. So along with sister and powerful brother. So what he is doing? He is giving an opportunity of devotional service. Seva aparado. Seva avasara. Avasara means opportunity. So this Snana Yatra, Ratha Yatra, these are the opportunity, all his pastime, all his festivals, all his rituals, all this service is just an opportunity for everyone. Because we are now fallen, conditioned soul. We are rotting and rotating in this material conditional life. Life after life, life after life. And the only process to get out, to render service to him. So he is giving that opportunity. You render service, you become my devotee. Manmana bhava mad bhakta mad jaji mam namaskar. Sarva dharman parityāja mam ekam saranam. Antam sarva papebhyo mukhya samimas. Whole idea is that opportunity to serve. Because he wants to reclaim the conditioned soul. He is very eager to reclaim us. Then we desire. We have turned away from him. We are actually part and parcel of him. We are supposed to be there in spiritual world. But we have turned away from him. We are suffering in this material world. So he is manifesting mercifully and giving opportunity to serve him. So that easily we can again go back, reinstate our constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. Go back to Godhead. Whole idea. So this is the third verse. Then fourth verse is that Lord Jagannath is an ocean of mercy. That is Kripa Paravara Sagalla Galada Sreni Ruchira Ramavani Ramaswadamala Pankeru Mukha Surendra Yaradu Sutigana Sikha Gita Charita Jagannath. Kripa Paravara. He is not just a drop of ocean. He is ocean of mercy. As beautiful as robe, blackish rain cloud. His figure is, his face is like black. Jagannatha, Kaliya. They say Kaliya means black Lord. Black guy. Everything is black. So rain cloud, blackish rain cloud. Another name is called Kaliya. Kaliya means black colored Lord. And he is the storehouse of bliss of Lakshmi and Saraswati. His face resembled the spotless full-blown lotus. The best of demigods says worship him. The Upanishads sing his glory. May that Jagannath Svami be the object of my will. Kripa Paravala is not a drop of mercy. Kripa Paravala, ocean of mercy. Aho bakiyam tanakala kutam. The ocean of mercy, how? Even a demons comes to him, he get liberated. Aho bakiyam tanakala kutam jiggansaya payadapi asaddi lebe gatim datim ujitam tatonyam kamba dayalum saranam rajema. The Putana, alas, how shall I take shelter of one more merciful than him, Lord Krishna, who granted the position of mother to the sea demon Putana. Although she was faithless, had prepared deadly poison to be sucked from her breast. So Putana came in disguise as a very beautiful gopi, with tilak, everything nice, and want to breastfeed. His intention is malicious. The attitude is very malicious. But his attire is like a devotee attire. But Krishna took it. Oh, you have come as a devotee. Although whatever your, regardless your intention, you have come as a attire of a devotee to breastfeed me, to render some service. You are approaching me. Therefore, I am giving you the status of mother. How? Who can be so merciful? Somebody, enemy is coming to kill us. Will we give the status of mother? No. This is an example of extreme mercy of the Lord, even to his enemy. It is said that noblemen accept the good quality of a person of doubtful character. So here Krishna is showing how much merciful. So here Jagannath is Kripa Paravara. Why Kripa Paravara? For Krishna is very, to worship Krishna is, you need to come to bhava bhakti, prema bhakti. For Jagannatha, nothing. Simply take his prasad, he is worshipped. Take his Mahaprasad, he is worshipped by Mahaprasad. Simply by partaking his Mahaprasad, he is already worshipped. Simply by saying, Dasanad Bhavet Mukti. Kunti Devi is telling that. Bhavat Darsanam na punar Bhava Darsanam. By seeing you means no more seeing repeated birth and death. Rathetu Bhamanam Dushta Punar Janmana Vidyati. If you see Jagannath on the chariot, finished, liberation. You are getting the spiritual emancipation. That is Jagannath. So merciful manifestation of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. Therefore, it is a Kripa Paravara. It is not a drop, it is an ocean of mercy. Simply by seeing you, one can get immediate mukti. Simply by enter, Skanda Purana Sanatana Goswami has described the glories of this Dham. Simply by whosoever entering, they get liberated. And whosoever they are, even though they are non-devotee, non-vegetarian, they eat fish and all, never mind. The demigod, they see every people in Puri, Jagannath Puri, they are 400 form. They got this Sarupya Bhakti. They are Sarupya Bhakti. Therefore, it is said that Vaikuntha in Martaloka. Marta Vaikuntha. That is the glories of Jagannatha. He has given so much. Rathitu Bhamanam Dusta Punardama. Regardless your spiritual status, you are neophyte, you are non-devotee, you are this, you are that, never mind. And for that purpose, he comes out after Snana Yatra to shower unlimited mercy. Anybody, regardless their status. Therefore, he is called Kripa Paravara. Same thing, Aghasura. Aghasura wanted to kill, destroy whole Braja community. But Krishna liberated him and gave the Sarupya Bhakti. Ajamil, he is not calling to Krishna, he is calling to his son Narayana, indirectly addressing kind of. But Krishna said, no, he is addressing my name. After all, my name is absolute. So immediately he comes, he sends his Vishnuduta to take him back to Krishna. That is how much How much indirectly addressing somebody, not his own name also, some his son name Narayana. Then in so many cases, Gajendra is not speaking, he is seeking somebody is great, but he is not taking the name of the God. But nonetheless, Lord says that I am that person anyway, that attribute is fit to me. Let me go and say. That is Krishna's Kripa Par. Jagannath pastime also so many there. We have no time, otherwise I have to attend the class ceremony 6:30. So otherwise I could narrate so many other classes. We will narrate how is Kripa Paraval mercy. There was a person called during the feminine, one person called Bandhu Mahanti, his name is. He was because feminine drought, no food to eat. He has children, wife, 3-4 days they are not eating anything. Then his wife telling you always pray to Jagannath. You tell that he is my best friend. Why don't you go and ask? He came here. He asked some food. Nobody gave food, anything. He was sitting in the south gate. And Krishna came, Jagannatha came in the night. From his own offering he gave to him. And he celebrated as Bandhu Mahanti, a devotee. That is Krishna mercy. Another devotee, Dasya Bauri. He was untouchable. That time there was untouchability was there, Brahminical imperialism. They were not allowed to enter into temple. He offered with devotion a coconut from the outside of the temple. Krishna, Jagannath extended his hand and took. That is Jagannath. Kripa Paravara. So let's go because we have no time to let us sing. So the fifth verse is when Lord Jagannath moves along with the road on it. This is a very nice verse. That this verse is called Ratharuddhagasan Pati Milita Bhudeva Patalai Stutir Padur Bhavam Pati Param Upakarana Sadayada Sindhu Bandhu Sakala Jagatam Sindhu Sutaya Jagannath Svami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. When Lord Jagannath moves along with road on his Rath Yatra car, at every step large assembly of Brahmana loudly chant prayers and sing song for his pleasure. Hearing their hymn, Lord Jagannath became very favorably disposed toward them. He is the ocean of mercy, the true friend of all the world. May that Jagannath Swami, along with consort Lakshmi, was born from the ocean of nectar, Sindhu Sutaya, the object of my vision. So here it is said that Lord Jagannath, when he is moving on the chariot, very disposable. Whosoever praying, Brahmana normally prays, offers some prayers. Therefore, bandhanam is very important. When you offer prayer to the Lord, Lord immediately favorably disposed. Favorably disposed. Therefore, Kunti Devi is praying, Namaste Purusam Todjam. So we should pray something to Lord, to glorify the Lord. So there's so many verses to be showed how Lord is very pleased when we Sinbatan Sukatha Krishna Punya Sravana Kirtana Hudantastani Avadrani Vidunati. By hearing process, Krishna attract. This pleases the Krishna. Krishna say in the Bhagavad, there is a very nice things is there in 11th canto 26th verse. So Krishna say by hearing chanting about my glories, these are very pleasing actually. Lord Jagannath, whose eyes resemble full of blown lotus petal. This is a very Parabrahma Pidakobala Dolatapulla Nana Nivasinla Dunita Charanananta Sri Rasananda Radha Sarsaba Puralingana Sukha Jagannath Swami nayana-patha-gāmī. The 6th verse. Lord Jagannath, whose eyes are full blown lotus petal. Everything. Like Kunti Devi is praying, Nama Pankaja Nabhaya, Nama Pankaja Maline, Nama Pankaja Netraya, Namaste Pankaj. Everything a part of the body is compared to the lotus. And his ornament on the Brahma's head. His Brahma's head, for a Brahma Pudak Kubalaya. Ornament of Brahma, who is created by the Krishna. He resides on the Nilacala Hill with his lotus feet placed on the head of Anantadev. Anantadev is holding his head. Brahma is his head. Overwhelmed by the mellows of the love, he joyfully embraces Srimati Radharani body, which is like a cool pond. May that Jagannath Swami of mine. So it is intimacy pastime of the Radharani and Krishna. So Krishna is always favorably disposed to the devotees, and Radharani is the topmost devotee of the Lord. Krishna is Madana Mohana. He is Madana Mohana Mohani. Madana Mohana means who can attract the Cupid, but Radharani is attracting that Madana Mohana. That means how great devotee, Radha. Radha Jaya Jaya Madhava Jayate. So Rupa Goswami is speaking that this Radharani is so great, is not an ordinary girl. Even the Kumaras, the great saint, they are glorifying him. Because he she could attract by his devotion, by dint of his devotional service, she could attract Krishna. That is the greatness. So there's a, I mean, we can expand this verses, means it's like a glory of Vrindavan conjugal pastime. So third, seventh verses is a very important verses. Na vai jache rajyam na cha kanaka-rucire vivavam na jache ham ramyam sakala-jana-kamyam Balabhadram sada kale kale pramatapati-na gīta-charita Jagannathah Svami nayana-patha-gāmī bhavatu. I do not pray for a kingdom, nor do I pray for gold, rubies, wealth. I do not ask for beautiful wife as desired by all men. I simply pray that Jagannath Swami, whose glories of Lord Shiva always sing, may be the constant object of my vision. So here it is said the same verses. Nadanam nadanam sundarim kavitamba jagadishakame mama janmani janmani sare bhavata. So the Lord, the devotee, pure devotee, they do not ask for any material benefit. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu teaching the standard of prayer, standard guidelines for praying. Nadanam najanam na sundarim, no need of this wealth, the riches, na sundarim, beautiful wife, na janam follows. What we want, sir? The devotee always want. Here, actually Jagannatha is very pleased with this one. Then Jagannatha asking, what do you want? What do you want? If you pray up to 6 verses, Lord is pleased. 7th is asking, what do you want? But pure devotee, saturated with love, he told, no, I do not want. Na dhanam, na dhanam. Na vai jache rajyam, I do not want kingdom. Na vai jache rajyam, na che kanaka-manika, no more riches, rubies, gold. What do you want then? Sada kale kale pramatapati-na gīta-charita Jagannathah Svami. I wanted to, you be the constant vision of my eyes. Hey Jagannatha Swami, you become the constant vision of the mind. Who is that Jagannath? Whose glories Lord Shiva always sing. Lord Shiva always glorifying the Lord. This verse is there. Parvati is asking Durga Devi, Parvati, that whom you are meditating. So in this verse, he is telling, I am meditating on that person who is Supreme Lord Krishna. This verse is there. And this is the things, and there's a beautiful verses in this regard. There's so many people are, so many people are praying, that devotee like Hanuman also praying. So many others also praying very nicely in this regard. There's a beautiful verses in Adi Lila. What is that? Adi 169. Adi, somewhere in, forget these verses. Where Hanuman and everybody is speaking Lord Krishna, Yeah, Adi 642, I think. Kulasekar, Adi 642. These are beautiful verses. It is said that in this purport it is written that how they say that if multiplied millions of times the transcendental pleasure derived from the impersonal Brahman realization still could not compare to an atomic personal devotion of Bhakti. Bhakti is so good, they do not want anything. So in this regard, there is a very nice. But this, what is that? Astakam. Which Astakam? This one? This Kartik month, Damodar Astakam. Varam devo mokhyam na mokhyam vadim va nachanayam maniham varisadapi. Idante bapu natha gopala bhalam sadame manasabhi rasam kimana. So I do not want Varam, all kind of benediction. I want this beautiful form of your. Similarly, here it is same frame. Jagannath Swami nayana-patha. I do not want. Na vai jache rajyam na cha kanaka-rucire vivavam. Na jache ham ramyam sakala-jana-kamyam Balabhadra. I want only you. You be the constant vision of my constant object of constant vision of my life, my eyes. So they do not want anything. So Hanuman also is praying very nicely. Nadhanam kamanam artham va mokhyam va varadeshwara paripattato. So here Hanuman is telling, my dear Lord, I do not wish to become man of religion, of master, economic development, sense glorification. Not do I wish for liberation, although I can have all this from you, the supreme bestower of benediction. I do not pray for any this. I simply pray that I may always be engaged as servant of your lotus feet. That is Prahlad Maharaj speaking. And Hanuman also, Narada Panchatattva, it is say that I do not wish to take liberation or to merge in the Brahman effulgence, where the conception of being a servant of the Lord is completely lost. This is spoken by the Hanuman. Then also very nice, Kulasekara is speaking, Naham bande tava charana radandam adandva heto So he is telling, I do not worship you to be liberated from the material entanglement, nor do I wish to save myself from hellish condition of material existence, nor do I even pray for beautiful wife to enjoy nice garden. I wish only that I may always full ecstasy with the pleasure of serving your Lord. This is the pure devotee's prayer. We should learn, imbibe, we should pray, get that mood now. So final verses is there. Final verses it is say that हरत्वं संसारं दुततरम असरम सुरपते हरत्वं पापनम विताते मपरम जादवपते अहो दिनो नाथे नीत चरण निश्चिंतम इदम जगन्नाथ स्वामी नयना-patha-gāmī. O Lord of the demigod, please quickly remove this useless material existence I am undergoing. O Lord of the Jadu, please destroy this vast soulless ocean of sin. Allah, this certain Lord Jagannath bestows his lotus feet upon those who feel themselves fallen, have no shelter in the world but him. May that Jagannath Swami be the object of me. So he is telling this baseless, useless, what is this? The Prahlad Maharaj telling, what is this material world? I do not want this one. I am afraid of material world. I don't like this one. This baseless, useless. And particularly, I need your bestow mercy. Every devotee telling. I nanda tanuja kinkaram paditama visame bhavam madao kurpaya tava paditama visame bhavam madao kurpaya tava pada pankadasthita doli sadisram vichintaya. Please, somehow or another I fallen into this material pool. Pick me up and place me as a dust of your lotus feet. You don't want big thing. Dust of your lotus feet, enough. So that is the devotees. Devotees do not want anything. They do not want to stay this. Of course, pure devotees everywhere they stay, but they want that I do not want. But just like Prahlad Maharaj is telling, I am afraid of this one. I do not afraid of your very ferocious form. Not Singadev form is very ferocious, but I am afraid of this material existence, because material existence is impediment to go to Krishna, to think of Krishna, to serve him. Therefore, all devotees, they do not want this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also saying, I Nandatan the king. Somehow I am fallen. Pick me up. So this is the verse. This verse can be expanded. So many verses. Self-restrained virtuous soul who recite these 8 verses glorifying Lord Jagannath become cleansed of all sin, duly proceed to Lord Vishnu. Very beautiful. This is the Phalastuti. This is stated that Jagannathastakam punyam jo patate prayatasuti sarva papa visuddhatma vishnu lokum sagacchati. It cleans all the sins. Those who are reciting every day, the 8 verses glorifying the Lord Jagannath, they will duly proceed to Lord Vishnu above. So this is called important, significant of the glories of this Jagannath through this Jagannathastakam. So thank you very much. Wish you all a happy Snana Yatra. So on this beautiful auspicious day, we should pray Jagannath, just like he is a Kirpa Paravara, is ocean of mercy. Please bestow the ocean of mercy and cleanse away all the sins, destroy all the material existence, and be the constant Jagannath Swami, be the constant object of vision. We do not want anything. We do not want any material occurrence. We should pray that. We only want that we should remove all this material existence, all the sins, and be the constant object of my vision. Jagannath Swami, nayana-patha-gāmī. Jai Jagannath, Jai Jagannath. Glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.